Hello and welcome to grammar class. Today's lesson is phrasal verbs. First, look at the sentences on your screen. Here the three verbs look after, turn up and carried out, highlighted in colors, express special meanings. For example, look after means to take care of, turn up means to arrive, and carried out means to execute or perform. In this way, we see that these three verbs combine with a certain word and lose their normal or apparent meaning to create a new meaning. Now, in the light of these three examples, let's learn phrasal verbs. So, what is a phrasal verb? Well, when a base verb combines with an adverb or a preposition or both of them to create a new and special meaning in place of its normal or apparent meaning, it's called a phrasal verb. Why? Because this pair of the base verb and its adverb or preposition acts as a phrase denoting a special meaning. Now see some examples of phrasal verbs with an adverb. In the first sentence here, passed away is a phrasal verb consisting of the base verb passed and the adverb away. But mind you, it's not used in its normal meaning here. It creates a new and idiomatic meaning, died. Taking off is the phrasal verb in the second sentence. Taking is the base verb and off is the adverb. But taking off expresses a special and idiomatic meaning here, different from its normal meaning, that is, beginning to fly. In the last sentence, turned down is a phrasal verb. It's made up of the base verb turned and the adverb down. It denotes a new and idiomatic meaning here, rejected and not its normal meaning of turning something down. Now we have some examples of phrasal verbs with a preposition. In the first example here, broke into is a phrasal verb consisting of the base verb broke and the preposition into before the noun the house. But this phrasal verb broke into is not used in its surface or normal meaning here. It denotes a special meaning of entering forcibly. I mean, broke into does not necessarily mean breaking the door down and entering. It simply means entering the house forcibly or against the will of the inhabitants. In the second sentence, takes after is a phrasal verb because it has the special meaning of resembling or looking like. Here, after is the preposition following the base verb takes. Go through this book attentively. In this sentence, go through is a phrasal verb consisting of the base verb go followed by the preposition through. Here, go through does not mean going anywhere. In fact, it denotes a special and idiomatic meaning of studying. Remember, phrasal verbs with a preposition are always transitive and they take an object after the preposition. There are also some phrasal verbs that have first an adverb and then a preposition after the base verb. These multi-word phrasal verbs are always transitive too, with an object after them. For example, we should not look down upon the poor. In this sentence, look down upon is a phrasal verb consisting of the base verb look followed by the adverb down and the preposition upon. This phrasal verb has the idiomatic meaning of considering inferior. So the sentence means we should not consider the poor as inferior. In the next example, the phrasal verb put up with is made up of the base verb put, the adverb up and the preposition with. Put up with has the idiomatic meaning of tolerating. In the sentence, we must do away with racism in society. Do away means eliminate. It's a phrasal verb. It consists of the base verb do, the adverb away and the preposition with. So in all these examples, we notice one thing in common. That is that these phrasal verbs are not used in their normal literary meanings. They create an all new idiomatic meaning. Now a phrasal verb may be either transitive or intransitive. If a phrasal verb is used transitively, it takes an object after the adverb or the preposition. In other words, in most cases, the base verb and its adverb or preposition are used together. They are not separable. You might as well say that most phrasal verbs are non-separable phrasal verbs. For example, in the sentence, she brought up her children with much difficulty, brought up is a transitive phrasal verb followed by its object, her children. But it's a non-separable phrasal verb because the base verb brought and the adverb up are not separated here. In the next sentence, called on is a transitive and non-separable phrasal verb and its object is the pronoun her. The phrasal verb called on expresses the idiomatic meaning of visiting or paying a visit. In the last example, get away with is a transitive and non-separable phrasal verb with the object this mischief. It comprises the base verb get, the adverb away, and the preposition with. Let me tell you, whenever a phrasal verb has both an adverb and a preposition after the base verb, it is always non-separable. However, there are some transitive phrasal verbs with an adverb which are called separable phrasal verbs, because the object of such phrasal verbs can come in between the base verb and its adverb. In this way, the base verb and its adverb are separated, making room for the object. But why does the object, I mean the noun or the pronoun, come before the adverb in the phrasal verb? Well, this is done in order to emphasize or give more importance to the object. Now see some examples of separable phrasal verbs on your screen. In the first sentence, gave away is a transitive phrasal verb with the object my books. But in the second sentence, the adverb away has come after the object my books. In this way, the base verb gave and the adverb away are separated to make room for the object my books. Hence, it's a separable phrasal verb in this sentence. In the third sentence also, the object pronoun them has come between the base verb gave and the adverb away. In the next set of examples, take off is a transitive phrasal verb with the object your shoes. In the first sentence, the object has come after the adverb of. However, in the second sentence, the object your shoes has come in between the base verb take and the adverb of. Such a phrasal verb is known as a separable phrasal verb. In the last sentence also, the object pronoun them has come before the adverb of, thus separating the two words of the phrasal verb take off. But make no mistake, not all phrasal verbs can be used like this. Now I want to tell you something interesting. In some grammars, multi-word verbs that are used in their normal literary sense are also called phrasal verbs, even if they do not create a new and idiomatic meaning. For example, in the sentence, he looked into the tunnel, the verb looked into is used in the normal meaning of peeped into. Still it's called a phrasal verb. The lift is coming down from the top floor. Here the multi-word verb coming down from is used in its normal literary meaning. Yet it's a phrasal verb. It creates no idiomatic or special meaning here. In the last sentence, stood up and came in are regarded as phrasal verbs, though they create no meaning and are used in their normal meanings. In the last segment of the video, I am showing you some common phrasal verbs in sentences. The phrasal verb call up means remember. I cannot call up his name. Then the phrasal verb see through has an idiomatic meaning of to detect. People saw through, meaning detected his evil intentions. The phrasal verb put out is used in the idiomatic sense of extinguishing. The fire was put out in time. To pass out is a phrasal verb because it creates a new meaning of becoming unconscious. She passed out means she became unconscious. You see, such phrasal verbs are particularly popular in spoken English. The match was held up due to rain. Here the phrasal verb held up means stopped. The phrasal verb go on means to continue. He went on speaking for a long time means he continued to speak for a long time. That's the end of today's class. Hopefully you liked the video. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to click the notification bell for more such useful videos. Thanks for watching the video.